You just rang the bell. You're worth $400 million on paper. The world is cheering for you, but your best friend just sued you. The woman who paid your rent for 3 years won't pick up your calls, and you feel absolutely nothing. Everyone tells you the hard part of a startup is the code or the capital. They're lying. The hard part is surviving the person you have to become to win. You are sitting at a kitchen table. It is 2:14 in the morning. The glow of 2 laptops is the only light in the room. Across from you sits your co-founder, your best friend. He is hammering out back-end architecture, while you tweak a pitch deck held together by stock photos and sheer delusion. In the next room, your girlfriend is sleeping. She is the one paying the rent this month. She gently asks if you're coming to bed, to which you always reply, just 10 more minutes, knowing it will be 4 hours. If someone were to film the two of you right now, it wouldn't look like the start of an empire. Between you are 5 maxed out credit cards you haven't paid yourselves in 11 months. Your friends, the ones with 6-figure salaries, look at you with polite bewilderment. They call you brave, which is their way of calling you foolish. But you and your co-founder possess a conviction that feels indistinguishable from certainty. You think the hardest part is simply getting anyone to believe you. It starts with awkward coffee meetings that transition into expensive dinners, which eventually materialize into term sheets. You are suddenly forced to learn the vocabulary. Pre-money valuation, liquidation preferences, participating preferred. You both sign a towering stack of PDFs, and magically, you are paper millionaires. You and your co-founder pop cheap champagne. You think you have won the game. What you do not realize yet is that you have merely purchased an admission ticket to a much more dangerous one. The investors wear branded fleece vests and proudly declare they are founder-friendly. But their incentives and your incentives have just fundamentally diverged. They are playing a portfolio game. They need a $10 billion unicorn to return the fund, but you want to build a business. The clock has started. You hire executives who have done this before. The company transforms from 2 true believers at a kitchen table into a decentralized, complex organism. And as the machine grows, your identity morphs. Your identity before the startup still exists somewhere deep inside you. The company's rhythms become your biological rhythms. This is when the personal cracks begin to spiderweb across your life. Your girlfriend asks where you are mentally, even when you're sitting right next to her on the couch. You try to explain the crushing, suffocating weight of a delayed enterprise launch, but the words fall flat. She doesn't speak the language of the machine. How can you explain that a massive victory on Tuesday can be completely erased by a catastrophic server failure on Wednesday? A founder in a panic doesn't just experience panic. They broadcast it to the entire office, so you project a manufactured certainty at all times. You raise $50 million. You are now celebrated. A flattering profile in a major business magazine. Invitations to the exclusive retreats. The parties in penthouse suites in Miami. The adrenaline of sudden status. Girls who find your sleep-deprived intensity charismatic. Primarily because it comes tethered to a 9-figure valuation and the aura of inevitable success. And then, happens the thing you swore you would never do. It happens in a hotel room. You cheat on the girlfriend who paid your rent. When you were nothing. You justify it on the flight home. You tell yourself that the pressure you carry makes you exceptional. It is a terrifying moral decay, wrapped in the intoxicating justification of success. You realize, standing in the shower of your expensive new apartment, that the man who sat at that kitchen table is dead. The music stops. The macroeconomic environment turns hostile. Growth stagnates. The easy money evaporates, and suddenly the founder-friendly investors drop the smiling facade. The boardroom transforms into a sterile interrogation room. The pressure is immense, a literal physical weight compressing your chest. They want to cut costs, and then comes the ultimate fracture. You notice your co-founder, your best friend, has grown quiet. He stops arguing with you. He is quietly securing his own lifeboat by offering to hand them the wheel. He tries to orchestrate a coup to replace you. The betrayal is a physical blow, a coldness in your stomach that you have never felt before. You realize you cannot just survive this, you have to preempt it. You walk into a Tuesday board meeting, not as a victim, but as an executioner. You look across the mahogany table at the man you shared 5 credit cards with. You watch the realization hit his eyes. You vote your best friend out of the company you built together. He packs his desk in silence. As the elevator doors close on him, you feel no victory. You just feel the brutal, isolating chill of absolute power. You miraculously pivot. You grind your teeth to dust through the down years, And then the market aligns. You stand on the balcony of a public exchange, surrounded by new executives and bankers. You ring the heavy brass bell, and you're officially a publicly traded entity. You are wealthy beyond human comprehension. But as you look out at the cheering crowd, the emptiness is profound. The girlfriend is long gone. The co-founder hates you. The machine you built with your blood is now owned by algorithmic index funds. You won the game, but you are completely alone.